Hey guys, it's me, Honey Badger, once again bringing you survival tips and tricks on Extreme Grief Team's channel. Today we're doing rounds 1 to 10 on the farm. Now you'll have to understand that we don't usually play farm, it's not one of our preferred game modes, or maps for that matter, so it's not going to be perfect, but hopefully we'll bring to the video a few things that you didn't know, a few tips and tricks that will help you get better if you prefer playing on the farm. Just a few quick things that I want to say before diving straight into the gameplay while it's early rounds is that I'm really sorry that I don't sound up to scratch today. I've got a terrible cold. It's taken its toll on me so bad, so I'm really sorry that it's not perfect for you guys. I want it to be as good as it possibly can be, but while I've got a cold and a blocked nose and just generally feeling crappy, it's not going to be perfect, so I'm sorry for that. Other thing is, if you're here watching the second episode of Tips and Tricks of Survival, thank you very, very, very much. Really appreciate you guys coming back and enjoying our content just as much as we enjoy making it for you guys. Because that's all we want really, is to entertain you guys, help the zombies community get better at playing in general. So, while you're here, just drop a quick comment and like if this is helping you. Let us know some of your tips and tricks for survival, especially on farm. We don't play farm overly much, so leave us a comment to help us get better. This is a two-way thing. We're going to give you guys some input. If you guys give us some input back, it's always more than appreciated. Anyway, back to the gameplay. As you can see, we're now starting into round 3, and I quite happily open the door because I have the majority of the points. We run upstairs, grab the MP5s. And we think that the MP5s are essential to long round gameplay, surely because you can buy as much ammo for it as you want, providing you have the points. It's quick to run around with, it's got a good clip size, it's quite powerful. I mean, I've been to round 29 before with an Unpack-a-Punched MP5, it's absolutely no problem, because you've got so much maneuverability with it. Absolutely essential, this gun is, so I'd highly suggest you guys buying it. And just using it to the best of your advantage, really. Other than that, it's just point building at this stage. Just these first few rounds are so boring, just trying to get your points up. After getting the MP5s, we highly suggest getting Juggernog, surely because it is more health. You can take a lot more hits, you can take a lot more damage with Juggernog. It makes your game easier because you're not going down as often. I think that's the hardest part about getting yourself set up, is getting enough points to get a decent gun and, your perks. Because if you go and waste all of your points onto the box, you might not get a good enough gun to, you might not get a good enough gun to continue going through the rounds as quickly as we are. That's again, that's why we say always get a gun off the wall, because at least you can buy ammo for it. With a box gun, you can't. See, right now I have enough points for 2 hits on the box, and I'm not going to take it. I would rather know that I'm in a stable position with a good gun, good perks. A box is a thing for later rounds when you need that little more firepower, that little extra ammo, so I wouldn't suggest it until probably quite a later round. For now, you're fine with just the MP5. As you can see now, I'm just taking out these few zombies. I'm going to run upstairs and grab Nog, get straight back out there hopefully, because you don't want to be caught up in this room for overly long. For purpose of demonstration right here, I've done it so that I've got absolutely next to nothing ammo and not enough points to buy ammo, so luckily I get a quick stab, pick off a few kills while it's still a lowish round, still checking my corners while I'm going up for ammo, buying ammo, bish bash bosh, jobs are good, straight back out there on double points to hopefully pick up some more points, but unfortunately the round just ends. So yeah, going on to round 5. At this point in time, I'm going to say sorry again really, we don't really have a structure for this sort of round gameplay. You don't really need it, as long as you're running it and gunning it, picking up the kills as you're going along. You don't really need to be rape training this early. It's not essential, I don't think. It's only when the kills are actually taking more time to get a single kill is that you want to actually be falling into a rape train. So like I said, just for now, there isn't any real structure. There doesn't really need to be. So the real kind of strategy for this sort of round, I suppose, is just going through as quick as you can. You know, we try not to take forever going through the round. It's absolutely pointless, and you don't want to be boring yourself while you're playing. You just want to crack on, get as high as a round as possible, as low as quick as you can, really. That's about it for at the moment, really. There's nothing else I could really tell you. So what I'm going to show you is just what I do while I'm doing this, and I like to stay in this middle area, nice and open. You've got plenty of room to move around with, and you know, you've got space to move out. And if you do get slightly strict for space, sorry, I'm terrible at the moment. This cold is really hammering me. As you can see, we're on round 6 now, just still going through as quickly as we possibly could, just trying to build points. So if we want all the extra perks, we can do, or if we want to go and hit the box, we can do. Personally, I think it is always best to perk up first. You know, perks do help an incredible amount. You might not notice it, but if you play all the time with perks and then you don't have perks, you really do notice a very big difference. Order for getting perks, I wouldn't really say there is any order. It's what you prefer. I mean, obviously Jug is very essential to surviving, so I would always say get Jug first. Then after that, it's just a matter of what you want first. If you want increased firepower and fire rate, double tap, just like me. You know, it's quick, it gives you quicker kills, it's more firepower behind your gun. It's perfect, really, if you just want to keep ploughing through these rounds. The second perk I prefer, really, is stamina, especially with using the MP5. You know, it's a nice light gun, why not run a bit quicker? You know, it's quick to reload as it is, so I don't think speed cola is essential just yet, but considering that, you know, stamina isn't actually on this map, it's a bit different for me, so I'm not overly sure what perk I go for next, because this is pre-recorded footage. So yeah, again, as you can see, I'm sticking to this middle area quite a lot. Very simple rape trains. I don't know why I'm doing it this early, but I call this half moon training, or U training, because you're just training in the shape of a half moon or a U. It's quite easy to do, as you can see. You just run in a U shape. But other than that, there's not really much structure to how I'm playing at the moment. But we know why that is, because it's not overly taxing just yet. I'm still taking out the kills as they're coming. As you can see here, I get a little build up, so I just run a complete circle around them. Easy peasy. It really is so easy just to train here, just because you've got so much space to work with. Obviously, as you can see now, max ammo's pretty easy to pick up, really. You wait until you've got perfect time, get your buddy to reload as well. Then, yeah, you're sorted, really. Pick up speed cola. Oh no, look at that. Roll with the punches has gone down. Sure, probably in the game we were talking about getting methods to pick people up, but as you can quite clearly see, it was the end of the round, so it was probably an unfortunate timing thing more than anything. But yeah, as you can see, I'm now fully perked. If you want to survive with your friends, you know, no matter what you're playing, if you think you can revive people, I would always suggest getting quick revive, just surely because it cuts revival time in half, really. So that's always, if you want to play a bit of the team medic part, then you can always grab it. It's only 1,500 points, so it's not overly taxing on the bank. But as you can see here, I've done this twice already during this commentary. I've used my pistol for insta-kill rounds, and that's surely because I don't want to use my good ammo, and I don't want to stab to put myself in danger. So why not use my cheapy ammo that I've got plenty of, and it comes every time I get a max ammo. It's not needed during the main rounds, but it's handy for an insta-kill round. But other than that, you know, there really isn't much to this map. It's just generally the same as any map, really. It's rape training, building points, making sure you've got what you need to go the long distance. So yeah, as you can see, we're now going on to round 9. Not really struggling. I mean, admittedly, roll with the punches has had an unfortunate down at this point, but it's nothing, you know, we came back from it really easily. It was the end of the round. That is the main thing I would say about reviving people, is do not put yourself down for it. You know, if you're going to go down trying to revive a friend, what's the point? Admittedly, they might have a death under their account, but would you rather that or go to a higher round? Just think about that for a moment. Can you do it? Is it easy to do it? If you've got more than just 2 players, get some of your friends to cover you while you're reviving your friend. You know, you don't have to just dive in and be a hero. There's loads of ways of doing it. It's just finding your comfort zone, really. The other day in a game, I had 18 revives, but I was using the ballistic knife, so I'll have to try and get you some gameplay from that, really. But as you can see now, it's starting to get a little bit quicker with them spawning in, so I'm just using a very, very small rape train, just round in a circle by the back of the big rig cabin. It's really easy to do, and then just turning and picking them off at certain points when I feel comfortable that I can make it, like shooting them. Right, I've just run out of ammo here, so I'm down to pistol ammo. I'm just going to do my absolute best with it to use it as backup ammo more than anything. Fortunately, I managed to get through the round with it and up to buy the MP5s, as you can now see. So yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.